Here we have, in the white, is the parent root, lach, meaning walk. And then we've taken and we've plugged in some of these vowels. The top one is lach, and that word is actually the root of the word malach. Not melech, king, but another word, malach. What is malach? Messenger. A messenger is one who walks for another. Remember that action. Always be thinking action. He's one who walks for another person. The second one is the word halach. That also means to walk. And the bottom one is yalach, also meaning to walk. By understanding the roots of the Hebrew words, how they interact with each other will give us a better understanding of how these words are defined and what they mean. Also, will give us a better understanding of the biblical text. Adopted roots. We talked about the parent roots. We talked about the child roots. Now we got the adopted roots. The adopted roots are the parent root with another consonant added to it. In my opinion, most of these are later words. The original Hebrew or the original Semitic language only consisted of the parent and child roots. This is just my opinion, by the way. Can't base this up with fact very much. The adopted roots were formed later over time. Interestingly, in the biblical text, in the Hebrew Bible that we have today, 85% of all of the words in there are either a parent or a child root. Only 15% of them are these adopted roots. So they are a minority in the text. All of these words, we got paras, parak, parak, parach, parad, paratz. They all mean to break in some form, fashion. Each one has its own little nuance. These we know. We have the parent root, lach, and then we add another consonant. We're forming an adopted root here, the letter mem, and this is the word malach, or melech. Okay, what does melech mean? We call it king, right. That would be the noun. The verb form malach means to reign or to rule. In English, we have verbs and we have nouns. And we have a very good distinction between the two. All ancient languages, that distinction was not necessarily there. There was a very, very fine line between verbs and nouns. In English, we are required to have one thing in every single sentence. What is that? A verb. By the way, the biggest difficulty, the biggest hurdle I had to learning Hebrew was learning English. Because I'm reading in this book and it says the subject of the verb with the predicate. And I'm like, what the heck is this? I want to learn Hebrew, not English. I had to put my Hebrew aside, go pick up my English books, and learn English again. So we have verbs and nouns. In Hebrew, there's a very, very fine line between the two. A verb in Hebrew, dictionaries give the impression that malach is a verb, is one word. Melech is a noun and it's another word. Not so. They're one and the same word. It's just that one means the action, the reigning of an individual, whereas the other one is the individual who reigns. Okay, notice the difference? I'm using the same words. I'm just kind of mixing them up a little bit. The same word can be conjugated as a verb to describe the action of a person, or used as a noun to describe a person of an action. So there's very, very little difference between verbs and nouns. So this can be malach, to reign, or it can be melech, one who reigns. Okay, we've looked at parent roots, child roots, and adopted roots. Now we're going to look at words. Okay, the letters are the roots of a tree. The parents are the trunk. The child roots and adopted roots are the branches. The words are the leaves of the tree. These are the words that are derived from the root halach, meaning to walk. We have halach, the verb, helech, the noun. Then we have mahalech, which means a journey. And then we have halacha. How many of you have ever heard the word halacha before? Okay. There's that word right there, halacha. It means a walking or a custom. That's what it literally would mean in the Hebrew, is a custom. Okay, the way you walk, the things you do. Okay, so these are all the words that are derived from the child root halach. These are the words that are derived from the adopted root malach. We've got malach, melech, malka. Melech is king, or one who reigns. Malka is one who reigns, but the feminine, a queen. The bottom one is Malkut, kingdom, as in Malkut HaShemayim, the kingdom of heaven. Bereshit 12:3. I will bless those who bless you, and him who curses you I will curse, and by you all the families of the earth shall bless themselves. Bless. Abstract or concrete? Abstract. Curse. Abstract or concrete? Abstract. We need to understand what these words mean from a concrete perspective. Okay, the first one is the word barach, which literally means to kneel down. And this word, this verb barach, is used in the book of Bereshit as well for the camels that knelt to the watering hole. This word means to kneel. It also has an extended meaning. First we start with the literal, concrete, and then like I said, Hebrews can think in abstracts, but the abstracts are going to be related and understood through a concrete idea, a picture of action. The word barach can also mean to kneel down, presenting a gift. Got a picture in your head? To kneel down to another and present them a gift. That is what the word barach means. Arar means to spit. So these are the pictures that we are understanding in the text. I will kneel before those who kneel before you. Interesting. And him who spits on you, I will spit on. Can we see a little bit, maybe a little clear idea of what he's saying there? Does it make maybe a little more sense? Do you like that better than the other way? How many of you here like this better? Spitting and... You understand the text better.